Welcome to Southern Dental College lecture cast in biostatistics. In this session, we shall discuss about choosing the right statistical test. So the choice of a statistical test depends on what we are trying to prove. It could be trying to compare one group with a hypothetical value or an ideal value, or we could be trying to compare two parts of the same person, like for example, the reaction of the skin to a cream in the right side and the left side of the arm. And it could be two different people responding to a drug, or it could be a long term follow up of the same person and to see the effects of their lifestyle or something like that. So this table gives a very clear understanding of what are the kinds of statistical tests available, and it will also vary according to the type of data we use. For example, if our aim is to describe one group, we for scale data we would do mean and standard deviation. For ordinal data we would do median and interquartile range. For binomial data we would do proportion of percentages, and for survival analysis we can do a Kaplan-Meier survival curve. If you want to compare one group to a hypothetical value, a one sample t-test can be used for scale variables, a Wilcoxon sign rank test can be used for ordinal variables, and a chi-square test can be used for binomial variables. To compare two independent groups, we would use an unpaired t-test and a Mann-Whitney u-test if it's an ordinal data, and Fisher's test or chi-square for binomial data, and Mantel-Hansen log-rank test for survival analysis. To compare two paired groups, that is two groups within the same person, everything else is matched. That would be a paired t-test for scale data, Wilcoxon sign rank test for ordinal data, McNemus test for binomial data, and conditional proportional hazards regression for survival analysis. Once we start entering three groups, the statistics greatly change. If you want to compare three or more groups with scale data, you would do a one-way ANOVA. For ordinal data, you do a Kruskal-Wallis test. For binomial data, you do a chi-square test, and you'll do a Cox regression to do survival analysis. If you want to do three or more paired groups, that is three or more data from the same person or very closely related people, then you will do a repeated measures ANOVA for scaled variables, Friedman analysis for ordinal variables, a Cochrane Q analysis for binomial variables, and a conditional proportional hazards regression. So this kind of paired groups over multiple times is most commonly used in education studies. For example, if you want to see the performance of a student from the first term, second term, third term, or from the first year, second year, and third year, you would have to do a repeated measures ANOVA. So the last but not least is correlation studies. Correlation for scale data, you do a Pearson's correlation. For ordinal data, you do a Spearman's correlation. And for contingency coefficient, you use it for nominal data. If you have, there are two more things you can do predictive statistics on. If you want to predict one variable based on another. So for example, if variable 1 changes, you want to see its effect on something else, like whether uh, smoking causes cancer or smoking along with alcohol causes cancer. So if you just want to do for one parameter, you do simple linear regression for normal data and or scale data, and non-parametric regression for ordinal data, simple logistic regression for binomial data, and Cox regression for survival analysis. If you want to predict one variable based on many other factors, like you want to see the incidence of cancer with smoking, with alcohol, and genetic and many other factors, you do a multiple linear regression. There is no non-parametric test for that. And then if you have binomial data, you will have to do a multiple logistic regression, and you can do a Cox regression for survival analysis. So finally, I would like to conclude saying that scale data is usually considered parametric data. Non-parametric data is unevenly distributed data. It could be ordinal or scale, but mostly it is ordinal. And binomial data is just an yes/no kind of answers, which is independent of one another, male, female, etc. And survival analysis is long-term follow-up of the same person, and it comes common for all statistical tests. With that, we can conclude this session on choosing the right statistical test.